have a hope that this track is going to lead us to Masethleng community campsite in the south of Botswana at Masethleng Pan. So we've got, according to the GPS, we have 15 kilometers of this, and there's been extensive veld fires through here as well, which clears the view a bit for us, but must have been quite terrifying for human and animal at the time. It's quite stark and burnt. Hartebeest or kudu. It's like a bit of kudu. Oh, look at him sitting there. Masethleng Pan. And there's supposed to be a campsite somewhere, which we'll look for. Masethleng Pan and campsite. We're at the campsite. This is the ablution block, and in true Botswana style, beautiful ablution blocks built with a shower, 2 cubicles, a toilet and a basin. Hello. But true Botswana style, not maintained, not cleaned, and just used as a storeroom and nesting. Sadly, this could have been a very beautiful place. So there's some taps outside. We're going to see if there's some water. You tried the taps, babes? And? Dry, bone dry.
Dry as a bone.
Is that on or off?
I don't know.
Water tanks. No water there. So there are campsites here, so we will camp, but we will not have water or toilets or showers. This is how we are in Botswana. Pity, because they had some grand plans here and it just didn't materialize. There's nobody else here. There's no officer, official, nobody taking money. Not that they're offering anything for money. What there are lots of remains of wildlife. There are horns and skulls, whether they were caught by hunters or hunting animals or human hunters, we don't know. But there's nobody anywhere around, but there is lots of game on the plains around the pan, which we'll go and explore later. It's so warm this afternoon. It would be lovely to go for a swim in that nice lake ahead of us, but it's a lake of sand. There's no water in sight. And it's shower time. George having a good old rub off, and Pat Lani many years ago. Thank you. It's done so much work. We're both nice and clean and fresh. And the sun has gone behind the clouds, so next thing we'll be sitting and having some drinks, some sundowners. We left fire lighters at home, so we just collected some dry grass around and some twigs And I built a classic farm style fire, and it looks like we're going to have a nice little campfire tonight with that stash of wood and just keeping an eye on the very, very dry grass behind, but which is a safe distance away. And George is just sitting there enjoying his fire, and we will cook on gas. As the afternoon wears down, and it could be raining later, we hope so.
For some odd reason, I just believe that.
Early morning check before we leave, in case there's any owls in the bathroom. Knock knock. Early next morning, 7 o'clock, and we're just checking before we go, and we're heading towards Gobabis and Namibian border this morning. This morning's trek between Masethleng and Ukwi pans on the way to the Namibian border. This field, or this felt, has burnt extensively and all the green shoots are coming out. You've got good visibility and there is game. We've seen game. We'll try and pick some up on the camera if we can before it runs away. And just a kilometre down the road, we have long, thick grass. This didn't burn, and nobody's been down here for a long time. A long, long time. This road is not very oft used, and Bruno, the brown bus, is getting well marked, as she has been every day so far. But thick green grass. We're about
We might be in luck in a few k's time.
getting a cutline.
Looks like a cut line.
Cutlines are normally cleared by the Botswana government for fire control and foot and mouth control. Windows up.
They've all got their, that's what a lot of them would do, and I'd associate with people. And I was never been in any camp, you know that well enough yourself.
This is the cutline.
It's telling me out that way.
Yes, Elsa tells you that way. She did. She's changed her mind.
No, she hasn't.
No, she hasn't. But that's the way we have to go. That way. Lots. Oh, there are some tyre tracks on this road from the last couple of weeks. Some.
Going down to Cargate. It's running.
Hello, Gregory Peck and buddies. There he goes. Oh, beautiful. Natal Franklin, I think. From tall, thick trees and open plains and long grass, we're suddenly into thick, thorny bushes that you wouldn't be able to move through if you tried. And it looks like it's opening up again after a few kilometers. looks like a warthog hole and freshly dug, judging by all the sand, fresh diggings in this area.
More than what I was expecting.
This is called Ukhwi, and it obviously has the most important things that they need in a Botswana village, and that is water. It's got solar electricity, it's got a cell phone tower, and that's what they need. Water, electricity, roads, cell phone tower. Escort to the pan for coffee. We stopped to ask the nice people in town if there's a place where we can park and make coffee for a while, and they said no problem, follow me. And here we are with our official police escort. And this is where she escorted us to, Ukwi Pan, which is right on the edge of town. And as you can see, a nice clear pan. And she's more than happy for us to stop here and have coffee or brekkie. We could probably even have camped here if we wanted to. Town is just over the ridge there. You can see the cell phone mast. And we've just put things out in the shade. Brekkie stop. George is busy making breakfast. Bacon, eggs, tomatoes, orange juice, and we'll have coffee afterwards. And this is their pan. Although they've had some rain, not enough to put water in the pan yet, but I'm sure these pans do get a shallow layer of water at the right time of the year. And we have arrived in Gobabis after a relatively easy border crossing into Namibia. Very quiet, very quiet on the roads. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're at the Dam campsite and we've been here about 10 minutes and we're set up already. And it's a nice little campsite and it'll be our home for tonight, and we'll be able to do some good cleaning up from 4 days in the bush. And we can have a swim and abuse the Wi-Fi and upload some of these videos.